Have you ever had one of those days? You know the ones that just feel like a complete and total write-off? Well, today, we're going to dive into how to find those genuinely good moments, even when everything feels like it's going wrong. It's all about finding just a little bit of peace in the chaos. Right? We all know this feeling. It's that deep sigh when you finally get home and you just think, wow, that was a total waste of a day. It's that urge to just hit the reset button and fast forward straight to tomorrow. So how does a day actually spiral into a write-off? Well, usually it's not some big disaster. It's more like a series of small, grinding frustrations. To really get what I mean, let's follow the story of a guy named Rohit. Okay, so Rohit's Tuesday. It starts with him getting on the wrong bus. A small mistake, but it just kind of sets the tone, you know? Then he has to sit through one of those meetings, the ones we've all been in that definitely could have been an email. Lunch was just fine. And by the afternoon, his to-do list seems to be actively fighting back, getting longer instead of shorter. It's a classic death by 1,000 paper cuts. And by 6:40 p.m., this is where his head is at. He's on the bus home, and he's already decided he has closed the book on today. Done. It's a write-off. All his hope is now pinned on tomorrow. Sound familiar? But then, something happens. Something totally outside of his control that just interrupts that whole downward spiral. It offers a chance, a tiny one, for a different perspective. It's just a simple, unexpected moment. Yup, just 3 minutes after he mentally wrote the day off, it starts to rain. He's got his window on the bus cracked open just a little bit, and he just leaves it that way. And the first thing that comes in is that smell. Oh, you know the one I'm talking about. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's this incredibly familiar, grounding scent of rain hitting dry pavement. And for the first time all day, a real sensory experience cuts through all the noise and frustration in his head. And that moment triggers a question. It's a question I want you to ask yourself too, right now. Can you think of one thing, just one, that was fine today? Not amazing, not life-changing, just fine. It can be super small. And this is what Rohit lands on, the coffee. It was just a cup of coffee hours ago, but when he thinks back, he realizes, you know what? That was actually quite good. This is such a great example. It's like this tiny little crack of light in an otherwise really gray day. So what Rohit does next, almost without thinking about it, gives us this practical guide for how to pull a day back from the brink. It's a simple but really powerful practice of just noticing. And it all starts with a question. Before we jump into the steps, just think about this for a second. When was the last time you saw something beautiful or interesting and just looked at it, without that impulse to pull out your phone, capture it, share it, or even try to think of a clever caption for it in your head? This brings us to a really simple two-part mental exercise. So step 1 is what Rohit just did. Find one small thing that went fine, like his coffee. And step 2, it's about pure, simple observation. Just looking at something for the sake of it, for you and for no one else. And that is exactly what Rohit does. He starts watching the raindrops race each other down the bus window, and he remembers doing this as a kid, back when a rainy window could be a whole world of entertainment. He realizes that deep down, underneath all the adult frustrations of a Tuesday, he actually still likes it. Now, what's so important to get here is that this shift in perspective doesn't magically solve all his problems, right? The annoying meeting still happened. His to-do list is still way too long. The goal isn't to erase the bad stuff. It's about acknowledging that good parts can exist right alongside it. This captures the change perfectly. So as he gets off the bus, his shoes get a little wet. An hour ago, this would have been another item on the list of frustrations. But now, he notices it, he acknowledges that, yep, it's annoying, and also that it's fine. It's just a thing that happened. And suddenly, the day isn't defined by the wrong bus or the pointless meeting anymore. Instead, it's defined by these small, simple joys. The good coffee, the smell of the rain, a forgotten childhood memory. And then he gets a text from his wife saying she'll make chai when he gets home, and that adds another good thing to the list. And so he arrives at a new conclusion. He still hopes tomorrow will be better. This isn't about pretending the day was amazing, but it wasn't a total loss. It had good parts. It had moments that were worth keeping. Today was not a write-off. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Whether you're having a fantastic day or one that feels a little bit like Rohit's Tuesday, What's one small, simple thing you could notice right now, just for yourself, that could redeem it?